I'm out of whiskey now. That was the last sip. How much more of this is there? All right, you know what? I'll decide after I refill my drink. Can't think sober. Remember, these games are weird. Okay, we're back. I refilled my drink, which is drink number 3. I just realized I've been recording for about 2 hours and 14 minutes or so. Give or take the little bit of nonsense I did before that didn't record. So I decided, as you heard in that sound effect there, to leave it up to fate. Right is heads, left is tails. Damn it, I'm too drunk to catch the coin. Alright, hold on. Okay, here we go. Hey, I caught it. And it is heads. We're going right. I left it to fate. Luck be a lady tonight. Oh, damn it. God damn it. Right. Hey! Miners' camp. Picks and helmets were everywhere. A rusty wagon stood in the corner. All these items seem so old, dated, begin to 20th century, the rather mither. So, this really is a mine, which means we could wander around here for ages without finding a way out. But I sensed the exit was somewhere nearby, so we went a little further. Left. Which, by the way, that's where that arrow's pointing. Okay. Is there some place in here where we find a porn stash? Right. By the way, isn't it already morning? Right. Left. So I went left last time. Let's go right. Okay. Luck isn't going to work. I think I may already fuck things over. So, by the way, I should actually talk into the mic. Here's my notepad. So, let's start making a map. I'm not too drunk to do that. I'm a video game expert when it comes to that. I made a map in the 7th guest of the freaking whatchamacallit. So let's go. So let's call this the start. Let's see what happens if I go right. I can go back on myself, but let's go right. I found a tunnel that led us to a hall with a high ceiling. Although it could hardly be called a hall, it seemed something like what was mined here. Maybe coal or gold. The walls had been cut with pickaxes and numeric drills. This place was pitch black, so our salvation was the flashlight. If it breaks, it's likely we're never getting out of here. I noticed a red piece of cloth in the light. It was a pioneer neckerchief. Shurik was obviously here somewhere. Shurik! Only echoes answered us. He must not be far, since we found a scarf here. Frankly speaking, I was wondering where here actually was. Where could he have gone from here? There's no other exits from this room. Certainly, it was not possible that there was any other place in these tunnels we hadn't visited. No, really, I think I went everywhere. That means we have to keep searching for him. Come on. Okay, so do I have to make a new map or? So that's where we met Shurik. So let's start at 0 here because that's what I put on the other map. Okay, so there's a fork in the road. Oh, I guess I went right. So this is back to the normal place, which was the start. So if I flip the map around, okay. Alright, so last time... Okay. So this is fun, isn't it? I'm actually doing something reasonable. So this is our start, again, which seemed to be matched there. So I went left, right, left, right, left, right. So I want to see something. If I go right... Let's start. If I go right... and then go left, then go right, left. Do I hit that box again? Right, and then go left. I do not hit that box again. So I'm in a different place from both of them. Let's go right again. Ah! Okay. By the way, I don't know if I'll show this or not. I went right a couple times. I ended up in that mystical cave. I just decided to go left again from the start, and apparently I go here. At least it's something. What? At least it's not another damn fork in the fucking road. What's in there? Godzilla. I know. What? Oh, that looks promising. That all looks promising. Oh, is this gonna be a puzzle? There was a room behind it, which might have been one of the maintenance rooms for the bomb shelter. Empty bottles and cigarette butts were scattered everywhere. The walls were covered with scribbles. So, that means there's another exit from here. I didn't want to believe that people who had left all that had come the same way we did. Sadly, Shark wasn't here. I slid down the wall onto the floor. We must have been everywhere now. Not everywhere. Lena pointed to the door in the corner. It looked similar to the one leading into the bomb shelter. That probably should be the exit, as you said. Shall we go? Let's rest a moment. Okay. She got close to me. Lena sat next to me, very close, and took my hand. It's all right. What do you mean? That we haven't found Shurek. What should we think about getting? We should think about getting out ourselves. We'll get out. Oh, look at that sweet smile. Yeah, I'll probably remember the way. Yeah, I just took a bunch of lefts to get here, so it's all right. Or at least I thought that I remembered it. I'm not afraid at all. That sweet, sweet smile of hers. It's so innocent. She suddenly said after I burped. That's good. Because I'm with you. Suddenly, there came a noise from behind the door to the mine. I jumped up at once and started looking for something I could use as a weapon. The noise of heavy footsteps were getting closer. Finally, the door opened and a very pissed off Eric. By the way, you should be missing a boot. Because I want to know what this is all about, you bastard. You hoser. Finally, the door opened and Shirk appeared from behind it. In silence, I froze, stared at him. There you are. Did you think you could hide from me? What? Do you think I wouldn't find out? But I did. He wasn't sane. That was for sure. His face was distorted by a scary grimace. His eyes gleamed from behind his glasses. The missing pioneer held a metal rod in his hand. Are you mad? It's us. Yes, I can see it's you. He took a couple steps towards us. Instinctively, I shielded Lena. Do you think you can make a fool of me, leading me here and there, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and I followed. He raised the metal rod at me. It looks more like a fan blade. Everything after that was like it happened in slow motion. Shirk charging at us. Me pushing Lena out of the way. The rod slowly arching towards my head. The blow to my hand with the flashlight going up. Following all that, complete darkness, rapid breathing, blood hammering in my temples. Silence. Dreadful, headful silence merging with the darkness. A threesome. No, what? I moved my hand trying to find the wall and I felt someone's touch. Don't be afraid. I heard a familiar voice near me. Where are you, you damn lunatic? I shouted. He left. Which way did he go? Where to? Lena's voice didn't sound too calm, but certainly it didn't sound like it should be in a second. Calm the fuck down. She hugged me tenderly and pressed her body against mine. I tried to greet her, gather my senses to recover my breath, to adapt to the darkness. What should we do next? You have a gun. Well, who do I shoot? It's loaded with a flare. She might be right. I took the gun from my belt and pointed it and fired it. The room was illuminated by a bright red light. The flare, lying on the corner, looked like a firework or a sparkler. Let's go quickly, it won't burn for long. Where to? Lena pointed toward the second door. It wasn't hard to open, and we headed into the darkness. Ellipses led the way. The flare burned more dimly with every second. I stumbled with every step. If it goes out, we are screwed. Finally, we saw lights in front of us that came from a ladder leading to the grate in the ceiling. The flare hissed and went out. Thank God. By the way, Soviet, they don't believe in God. That was, well, religion, opiate of the masses, whatever. It turned out that we were right under the statue of Ginda. The grate was sturdy. Oh, wait a minute. So we're back in camp? Holy shit. After reaching the surface, I collapsed on the grass, exhausted. That was terrible. Lena sat next to me. Just dreadful. By that time, I didn't give a damn about this world, this camp, the 410 bus, or my previous life. The strangeness, the nastiness things was that never supernatural. What? The nastiest things was that there was nothing supernatural in these events. Sherrick just went crazy. Insane. Nothing strange about it. It would have happened to... I would too in his position. Lena patted me on the head tenderly and smiled. It's all over now. I don't know. There's a crazy pioneer in the woods, you could even say, a manic killer. I think he's going to be all right. Stabs her in the back. All right, I'm not so sure about that. The most important thing is that we're okay. She smiled. How can you be so calm? I told you before that I have nothing to be afraid of when I'm with you. Indeed, I might have saved Lena's life back there. I also might have endangered it, but it was also only by chance, nothing more, said the raven. If Sherrick would have been swifter or crazier. Thanks for the compliment. You're welcome. Though we still should have stayed here in the first place. You're probably right, she said calmly. I got really sleepy because of the stress of exhaustion, how late in the night it was. We should go to sleep, but I'd have to stand up and walk to the leader's cabin. I wasn't ready for that. My eyes closed for just a moment. Ellipses was there also. Oh, look at that. Stars looked down at me from the sky. Thousands of them. No, even millions. Now, their lights didn't seem to be so distant and cold. On the contrary, they twinkled at me as if whispering among themselves, telling me merry fairy tales in eager competition about galaxies far, far away, and how a guy can ruin a series with prequels, and the violet, fluffy piglets, and mysterious asteroid belts where ships had disappeared, and a fearless starship captain and his brave crew, and about the great treasures and unreachable peaks of a planet on the edge of the universe. I wonder, is that a dream? I lifted myself a little and raised my head and realized my head was in Lena's lap. Did I sleep long? I asked in confusion, but didn't rush to get up. I don't know. I don't have a watch. Again! Cute freaking smile. She laughed. Approximately? Well, maybe 20 minutes. Ah, that's okay then. I lay down again, feeling nice and calm and feeling her legs. And it was never before. The events of the night were becoming distant, as if I was starting to forget them, like a story the stars were telling me. Shirk has come back. What? I jumped to my feet instantly. There he is, sleeping on the bench. Lena pointed to the bench in surprise. And what are you? You were sleeping so peacefully that I didn't want to wake you up. I felt a shiver of fear because such a behavior was not just strange, it was just inappropriate. It scared me more than Shirk instant in the dungeon. A lunatic would half an hour ago tried to kill us, arrives, lied in the nearby bench and falls asleep, and she just sits here? Nothing to worry about. He just seemed a little bit off. Lena got confused and blushed. He walked unsteadily and didn't look towards us, and if I made a noise, she was about to cry. Okay, don't worry. It's fine. There was some logic to her words. She probably did the right thing. In any case, we had to interrogate Shirk thoughtfully. I jumped up, walked quickly to the bench where he was sleeping, and slapped him like a bitch. Ouch! He woke up at once. What the hell? What are you doing, you bastard? What? Shirk stared at me and with a scar and moreover a scared and insane look. I can't read. What was all that about down there? What? Where? Like in the dungeon, in the mine, in the bomb shelter. Did you go completely nuts? Good whiskey. I don't understand. It's good whiskey. What is there to understand about? He looked around. Why am I here? And where should we be in your opinion? Oh, wait, I know. You should be in an asylum. I went to the old camp in the morning for spare parts, and then... Don't you remember anything after that? Lena asked after walking up on us. Yes, I... Don't pretend, I said calmly and sat next to him. It really looked like he wasn't lying, though. I don't understand anything. It's unscientific. Who cares? Don't think that I trust you. Memories lost can't occur. Yes, actually, yes, it can. That's very scientific. Shirk talked to himself, mumbling something, not paying us any attention. Let's go, Lena said quietly. Shall we just leave him here? He's not in his right mind. He has to sleep. It's dangerous to go alone. Every time. It's dangerous to leave the psycho here alone. He may strangle electronic with an inductor coil at night. It's going to be all right. Trust me. I had no reason not to trust her. However, I didn't really have any reason to trust her either. On the other hand, who cares? I wanted to fall asleep as quickly as possible. Okay. Well, we left Shirk, who was still mumbling something to himself. Ellipses, again, ever the third wheel followed us. Wait here. What, here? I have to go further on. Lena smiled. I hadn't thought about anything all the way here. She just followed her and hadn't noticed that we had come to Olga's cabin. Yes. Thank you. For today. There's nothing to thank me for. It's just good that we came back alive. We'll see what Shurik has to say tomorrow. Well, thanks anyways, she said mysteriously and averted her eyes. You're quite welcome. Well, it's time for me to go. My people need me. She flew off into the distance. Lena quickly turned around and walked in the direction of her cabin. I suddenly had a thought that something about that was a bit off, not quite right. After all that had happened, well, it's time for me to go. It usually goes differently in such situations, doesn't it? I had no idea what I expected, though. Exhaustion hit me again. Walking with difficulties, I entered the cabin. Do you ever sleep, woman? I'm fine. Quit nagging me. The leader was sitting on my bed. Simon. She started to talk sadly. Where have you been? Have you been cheating on me? Well, preparing for a scolding, I didn't expect that reaction. I went to look for Shurik. Alone? No, with Lena. So, what about Shurik? It looks like Olgert was really worried about the fate of the lost pioneer. What's so strange about that? The leader can treat her work lightly, but it doesn't mean that she isn't a heartless person. He's okay. As okay could be in such a situation. That's good. Go to sleep now. And instantly asleep. Wait, but... She turned off the lights quickly, showing that the conversation is over, and I couldn't ask for anything. By the way, if I said I went alone, would that went differently? Did she now jealous of Lena? Couldn't ask anything. Though, should I? Asking why she didn't scold me? Ellipse said no. Still, Lena, what happened today? My thoughts slowed their pace before stopping completely. As the clock slowly ticks in the background, I believe that is the end of day 4. And that's why, again, I end the video. So, again, I'm having fun with it. We ran so far away, and we ran all night and day. Again, it's an 80s tune. Anyways, let's see. How do I save again? There we go. Save game. There you go. Day 5 has been saved. Let's see next time. Why did we ran? What were we running from? And did we get so far away? Couldn't get away. Anyways, so why did Shurik, why did he go insane? Why did he attack us? Did we make headway with Lena? And why am I so concerned? And what did Olga think of this? And why aren't we going up to the 25-year-old? Olga's the nice. Anyways, all that perverted thoughts aside, I'll end the video there. So next time we'll see what's up. Let me know if you guys still want to see more of this. I'm quite sleepy myself, but that's because of the alcohol. I believe they call it alcohol poisoning. Anyways, I'll end the video there. So we'll see next time. What's up? Why are we still in the past? What will happen? Who will we hook up with, if anyone? So anyways, I'm rambling. So there's a quick, there's again, endless, everlasting, I'll get it right one day, everlasting summer. Again, it's available on Steam. I'll put the links down below for the appropriate websites. So, thanks again for watching, and see you next time.